Hi, I'm Stephen Glickman, Operations Director for the Peak Fleet. And today I'm going to talk about the core value of optimism. So what is optimism? Optimism is hopefulness and anticipation about a successful outcome. The thing that comes to mind for a lot of people with optimism is unrealistic expectations. The other thing that comes to mind is pessimism. But optimists are among some of the most realistic people out there because they realize that in order to succeed, you're going to have to do a lot of hard work. And sometimes you can't take on a project or set a goal because no amount of hard work is going to help you succeed. The other thing about optimism versus pessimism is that not all optimistic people are always optimistic and vice versa. And that brings me to a little story I'd like to tell you about my brother. Now, back in March, my brother and I were texting back and forth. We were talking about coronavirus. My brother assured me that it was going to be really bad. Not just people getting sick and not just people dying, which is bad enough, but it was really almost like the end of civilization as we knew it. And I didn't really believe him, but that's me and my brother, back and forth. Yes, no, this will work, this won't, whatever. The next day, after getting a string of texts about how bad things were going to be, I got a text from my brother with a picture. This picture. It's a tree that had fallen down on my brother's house. It broke his back deck and it came crashing through his roof onto my niece's bedroom. Onto and into. This is really bad. I mean, really bad. Luckily, my niece was downstairs. So when I called my brother to ask what happened, he told me. Tree fell down, it crashed through the roof. But he assured me that everything was going to be okay. He called his insurance, they were going to cover everything. He was pretty sure he can get a contract he could rely on. And on top of all of that, even though he was going to have to leave his house for up to 2 weeks, he was pretty sure he was going to be able to find a place to stay and hang out while the work was done. Well, it turns out he was right. My brother's optimism was justified. His insurance company paid, his contractor was good, his time away from his home was very refreshing with his family, recharged his batteries, it was wonderful. How could somebody so pessimistic have been so optimistic? Well, it comes down to this. Worry is really about things that are never going to happen, most of the time. My brother was worried about things that were not going to happen necessarily. So when something bad really happened, he just figured out how he was going to fix the situation. And the thing is this. Most of the things that we worry about aren't actually going to happen. So being pessimistic and being someone who worries about everything is actually really unrealistic. And as somebody who has optimism as your core value, you must have had the thing where people tell you that you're looking at the world through rose-colored glasses and you're not being realistic. The reality is that optimists are the most realistic people. They're the people that understand that optimism has built into it the understanding that there's going to be some hard work. Optimism is the journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. Optimism isn't about things being smooth or easy, or even getting exactly the result you thought. There's a reason why we celebrate high school and college graduations. There's a reason why we celebrate when we finish projects, because nothing's guaranteed. Now, we're in the middle of a global pandemic. We need optimists now more than ever because it's the optimists who are going to say, this is what we have to do to be okay. It won't necessarily be easy. It won't necessarily be fun, but we can do it.
I hope you enjoyed that video. We're making our way through all 55 values in the Peak Values card deck. We're examining living with intention and within your values, especially during this time of the COVID-19 crisis. We want to hear from you, so please leave comments here on social media, on YouTube, or you can reach us at info@thepeakfleet.com. If you visit our website, you can find our Peak Values card deck under the product page and also learn about our other services. I hope you stay safe and healthy, and we'll talk to you soon.